Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. If you see the little Tron, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, like, share the video, whatever you may want to do. But yesterday, I made my first video on Nofap. And today, I had somebody I know ask me, why are you doing no Fap? Why am I doing Nofap? So, let's get to the topic! There's a reason why I'm doing Nofap. See, a lot of guys out here, this video is for mainly the guys. If you're a woman, this could be for you too, but mainly a bunch of guys. I, Mr. Tron, was a pansy. I was a pansy. See, look, the reason I want to do Nofap is because, first of all, I was blind. A lot of people would say, what do you mean you're blind? Like, when you fap, you're blind. You are literally blind. Like, when you sit there and you release the semen, you go pop it out all the time. You're blind. And what I mean by that is this. Look. Okay. When I grew up, I grew up going to church. I grew up doing certain things, whatever, okay? And as a kid growing up, everybody I knew that was going to church and doing all this stuff was told that masturbation is bad. You shouldn't masturbate. You shouldn't just, touch yourself and just release your load all the time. You're told not to. Okay, and people would always say, if you jerk your meat or masturbate or whatever you do, you're going to go blind. And I always thought, wait a second. I'm not going to go blind, physically blind out of my eyes if I masturbate. Well, here's the problem. I didn't listen to that. I didn't understand what that meant. And when you masturbate and you keep doing it over and over and over and over, years and years and years and years of your life, what happens? You become blind to all the stuff around you. Yes, you could see out of your eyes, but you miss all the opportunities that are around you because you're hiding. For me, this is what would happen to me, okay? At first, it started off with porn, whatever. Most people, yes. But for the last, I don't know, a while now, I wasn't really addicted to porn, okay? And I really wasn't, it wasn't the porn so much. It was more the masturbation. And what would happen is, because I have to really dig into myself and realize, hey, why am I masturbating so much? Well, the problem was I replaced porn with chasing after women. So that means, oh, wait a sec, if I chase after these women, either through dating sites or whatever I was doing, then, oh, I start talking to them and they'd send me just these pictures and I'd sit there, oh, and I didn't have a girlfriend and I didn't talk to girls, so then I'd bust the nuts. And it's stupid. It's retarded. And that's why I say I'm blind, because I'd be up in my room all the time. I wasted so much time in my room sitting there fapping my life away. It was retarded. And the other reason is I have goals. I want to do stuff. And all the guys out there, if you have goals and you want to do stuff, stop beating your meat all the time and go do your goals, man. Accomplish your goals. If you sit there in your room and you fap all the time, you're not going to do anything. That's no good. Also, the other thing is, too, like, porn and masturbation is just awful. Like, it's silly, it's retarded, it's the dumbest thing ever. But so many guys out here want to sit there and say, oh, I'm not addicted to anything. Dude, you're addicted. Just admit it and try to overcome your addiction. Oh, but it's healthy for you. It helps relieve stress. It does this, it does that. It calms me down. Okay, let me say something to you guys that are saying that stuff. That may be true because whenever you would fap, it'd be like, oh, and you would just like be in this like state of mind where you're just like totally relaxed. For me, I mean, I hated that because like I would go a while and then I'd relapse, but I hated the feeling of after I did it. Like it wasn't so much as mad at myself. I just had no energy. I had no, it would just drain me and I just want to just lay there. It was like, so I got tired of that. Like I got tired of being in my room and I got tired of sitting there fapping my life away. And most guys, they want to sit there and deny this. They want to deny that they don't matter. Like if you go out to and you ask people, hey, you know, which most people would be like, oh, that's awkward, man. Oh, I don't masturbate, man. And then secretly they're going off and at home right after you had the conversation with them, fapping their life away. They fap because they're depressed. They fap because they sit there and something went off at work. They fat because whatever the reason may be. They see a pretty girl at the gym. They see a pretty girl anywhere. Oh my gosh, you're so hot. And you don't have any self-control. You're blind to seeing that you don't have self-control. You're blind to seeing that you have an addiction problem. You're blind to seeing all the faults and everything that's wrong with you instead of facing those problems head on and at dealing with the problems. So you go off and you fap your life away. And I got so sick and tired of just fapping, dude. It's so disgusting. I mean, it's really disgusting. And I got tired of that stuff. So it is what it is. That's the reason why I've decided not to. Also, here's the other thing I want to talk about is whenever I was doing semen retention, I was at the strongest I ever was. And I did I had 2 streaks. They weren't like really long or anything. I did one for like 35 days, the other one for like 45 days or whatever. And when I was on the one streak that I hit the 45, I did, my deadlift was the strongest it ever was. And I did the 455 deadlift. And then my last streak that I just did, it was like 30 something days or whatever. I was breaking PRs in the gym all the time. I mean, I was just crushing it in the gym. I mean, I was breaking all these PRs. So that's another reason why I'm going to do this, because I want to do my powerlifting meet and I want to be at the strongest point I could possibly be at. Also, I want to talk about one more thing. If you're fapping, and look, I'm going to make another video about this. It'll be in another video, but I'm going to go into a little bit of detail what I want to talk about, okay? So, this goes out to all the people out there that are hurting, to all the people out there that have some type of issue going on, okay? So, you go in and you start searching and you type in Nofap or you type in, let's say, self-help or whatever. You got to realize something. Don't compare yourself to everybody out there. Don't sit there and take everybody's word for what it is. Because here's my thing. Like, I would type in Nofap or I type in self-help or whatever it may be, okay? And I would sit there and I'd listen to some of these people. And it was like, I started comparing myself to them. So it's the same thing with Facebook. You get on Facebook and you see all these people scroll down and you see them posting all this amazing stuff about their life, what they're accomplishing, and this, and this. And it would do the reverse. Instead of motivating me, it would, and then I'd go right back to fapping. So when I talk about fapping, I want to help you guys. That's my main purpose. I'm not here to try to make money off of you guys or to do any of this stuff. A lot of people they'll say, "Oh, I do Nofap," but secretly they're fapping behind closed doors, or whatever it may be. Okay, and the issue is this. Okay, so whenever I was sitting there, I would compare myself to these people. So you got to be really careful, because if you sit there and you start taking everybody's word, because a lot of these people, like especially I've seen it a little bit in the NoFap community now, and I've seen it especially in the fitness and the self-help industry. They prey on the weak. And what I mean by that is this. They see that, like especially in the self-help industry, they'll sit there and see that these people are really hurting. So what do? They sit there and they prey on that stuff. Like they'll sit there and say, "I do this, I do this, I do this, this is this." Okay, like for example, like they all sit there and say, "I have a morning routine." They all sit there and say they work out 3 times a day. They all meditate for hours a day. They all do all this stuff every single day. Well, let me tell you something, okay? So if you have a regular job, okay, like myself, I work 7 to 3:30. Okay, so that means these people would say they get up, they meditate for do the hour a day, whatever, before the day even starts. Okay, and then they would meditate for an hour, 2 hours a day. They go to the gym twice a day, 3 times a day. They would read a book a day. They would do all this stuff every single day. Let me tell you stuff. Life gets in the way. You're not going to be able to do that every single day. You're not going to be able to go work out 3 times a day. You're not going to be able to do this. So don't compare yourself. And that's what I was doing. I'd see these people, "Oh, I do this, I do this, I do that, this, and that." Okay, start with one thing and do no fap. Start with something. I mean, don't try to take on too much at once, because if you try to do that, you're asking to set yourself up for failure. And that's what was happening to me. So, anyways, Mr. Tron's going to talk about that in another video. But have a good one, you guys. Thank you very much. Mr. Tron says that is the reason why I started NoFap. It is what it is. And I just accept it now. But, anyways, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. And have a good one. Goodbye. Remember, if you see the little Tron in the corner, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, whatever you may want to do. I'll talk to you guys later.